What's up, guys? Welcome to Running on Tarot, the number one tarot podcast in the world, the number one tarot channel in the world, soon to be podcast. Who knows? I'm every which way with this channel, so slipped up there and called it a podcast, but pretty much this is a tarot channel at this point. But I've done a podcast before. I might do another one, long form. These tarot readings are a little bit like 15, 20 minute, shortened versions of it, of a podcast, obviously, but, I do tend to ramble. Aries, this is for when you come across it, until I think of a better way to format these. We're in July 2021, July 12th to be specific. Aries, Trouble in Paradise is what came to mind upon the first two cards that I drew for you, the Ten of Cups in reverse and the Judgment card in the upright. Ten of Cups in reverse, Pisces, world creating energy, reality creating, generating energy. In the reverse, harmony, happiness in the reverse. That sounds like discord and sadness to me. Not to bum you out, but, the Ten of Cups in the reverse, I liken it to a perfect picture on the wall that's just slightly askew and slanted. All things relationship and family as depicted on the card. It could be that you're just trying to turn that frown upside down. You're trying to straighten that picture on the wall. It might take a bit of effort. It might take not a bit of effort at all. In any event, the Judgment in the upright says that there's going to be a second or third chance to kind of piece together any and all fragments, especially from past lives, karmically, not literal past lives, but the past couple months, lessons worth of value that you've been trying to accumulate and generate in your existence, hopefully, and put together. Putting the puzzle piece together, putting the puzzle picture together, putting the pieces of the puzzle together to get the picture, is what I'm getting here. You're going to have a second chance to kind of put it all together, is what I'm seeing, Aries, if I didn't kind of reiterate that enough times. Scorpio season as well, with the Judgment card. This is Scorpio Pluto energy. Scorpio is October 21st to November 22nd, around there, I believe. Leave a comment if I'm wrong. But, so yeah, about that time, I could see, you having worked on harmony and happiness in a relationship. So not to fear if there is trouble in paradise, Aries. I think you're going to be able to kind of fragment these pieces. You're going to put these fragmented pieces back together, and everything's going to look spanking brand new. It's, yeah. You just got a lot of, rare ends on this card, so it's kind of funny to say it's spanking brand new, but, the imagery here is pretty, kind of chilling, actually. You have the colored image on one side, and then the kind of people raising from the dead on the other for some sort of salvation or redemption. One of these archangels, not sure who that is on this card in particular, but resurrecting and summoning for a new life, essentially, life after death, right? Maybe you thought that things were coming to an end, or maybe your egoic, sense of self, the concept of self, had things kind of ending and not knowing what the next step was, and yet somehow in some way there's new life after an end. There's a new beginning. So let's look a little bit at the astrological charts and planets. I like to give you guys some information. We're running at about 4 minutes here. So Ten of Cups in reverse, we mentioned that is Pisces energy. Let's see what planets we have in Pisces, and then the ruling planet of Pisces, I believe, is Neptune. and Neptune is actually in Pisces till 2025, till March 2025. We have Jupiter in Pisces. So, what does that mean? Okay, well, let's look at Neptune in Pisces first. Neptune is hope and fantasy. So there's a lot of hope and fantasy in this Ten of Cups in reverse. In particular, the 12th house of Pisces, again, the ruling planet Neptune, has to do with, and I'm going to rattle these off, so plug your ears if you hate short lists, but endings, healings, closure, spirituality, solitude, karma, old age, afterlife, what's hidden, limiting beliefs, subconscious. I kind of just, I've always referred to Pisces as reality generating energy. Like, they kind of whip things up in this yin and yang, both weak force, strong force energy dynamic. And they kind of just, create reality. I mean, I suppose we all create our reality, but I guess Pisceans have a knack for going with the flow of things and picking up the pieces as they move along, I would imagine. And putting it all together as depicted here with this Ten of Cups in reverse and the Judgment in the upright. But, nonetheless, this is for Aries. So Aries is, if anything, you're being kind of called to have more of this kind of go with the flow, watery energy, emotionality, involvement. Obviously, everyone's going to have a different aspect of this 12th house of where Neptune is, hopes, fantasies, dreams, the underworld, the unconscious, the subconscious. The Ten of Cups in reverse points to the Nine of Cups in the upright. This is emotional independence, emotional solitude. So you might be feeling like you're going through this. So as to learn lessons or revise and revamp. So take this opportunity to do that spiritual awakening or that kind of rejiggering and restructuring of how you're looking at things. Because that's going to, again, that world reality creating energy, that's going to determine your outlook and the outcome. Your perception is your reality. So this is what we're talking about here, and the fact that you kind of have this space or this, tagline for Judgment in the upright is second and third chance, so that by Scorpio season, because again, this is Judgment ruled by Scorpio, which is late October, late November, you should be kind of, all that kind of momentum should start to kind of permeate externally. Now, internally is the fastest thing to change, because it's a mindset, it's an approach. It's, even if you have to kind of like crawl up in the fetal position and get your mind right, whatever you have to tell yourself, like, I'm pulled out of bed in the morning, I'm excited, whatever you have to tell yourself to. But it's not just whatever you have to tell yourself, Aries. It's, wow, there's power behind every thought, every minuscule moment, every moment I'm creating. Everything is grist for the mill, as Baba Ram Dass used to say. And this is, I think, the key to these cards coming out here. Let's talk about, so that's Neptune and Pisces. Your hopes, your fantasies. It's not enough to wait for it to be there outside, externally. It's enough for it to be within you. Whatever that underlying metaphor for the external object, meaning if it's a new car or a new girlfriend or whatever, really what you're wanting is that excitement. So in order to have that immediately, quantumly is the emotional equivalent, right? So if it's a new mansion or $1 million, like, it's excitement. It's a state of enthusiasm is what you're really calling for and asking for. That's what you tune into quantumly here emotionally. And that's what's up, And that's what we're talking about here, is revamping How have you been seeing things? So as to kind of just have this exponential possibility. So that's Neptune in Pisces until 2025. You have a huge window to completely revamp. Um, you know, Uranus is in Taurus till 2025. This is like career as well, money, possessions. So these are huge windows to really kind of restructure and really dream big. Watch the All Signs reading as well. I talk a little bit about Uranus and Taurus till 2025 and what that means. So what else do we have in Pisces? We have, that Neptune in Pisces, man, that's just untapped potential. Neptune is the ruling planet for Pisces, and Pisces is its home sign. So if you're not dreaming huge and expanding and creating that kind of, even if it's this holographic prism in your mind via your emotions, because again, Pisces is that watery energy, then you're doing yourself a disservice. I'm telling you, it's all tapping into excitement or whatever it is, whatever that subtle energy behind the mask of that external thing that you're desiring, because to be in a state of desire is a state of lack, right? So everything is within you. It's triggering the things that are within you. So it's all within you already. It's just, how do you jump from point A to point B in a split second? And this is how you do it, is by tuning into that emotion. And that state of ecstatic enthusiasm, or waking up every morning like it's Christmas, and even if it's a matter of retraining yourself, in the morning, or it's taking that narrative and realizing that you have the pen, you could rewrite history. Okay, the winners write history anyways, so why not you, Aries? Right here and right now. I think a lot of it, again, use that tactic, use that technique of, don't look at the thing itself, look at where it comes from, what value is given to it, what value, structure, and system is behind it, and break it down and see what the subtle energy behind that mask of that physical external object or externality is, and what it represents. Like I said, the mansion, the car, the hot wife, or whatever the cliche is that we think is outside of ourselves, what does it represent inside of ourselves? Confidence, empowerment, like I'm the man, I'm the boss. You could do all that right now with your mindset, is what I'm saying. And it's not this thing that draws energy from you, it gives energy to you because it's fun and exciting. That's why we're here. Let's see, what else? Jupiter and Pisces. Let me see how much time we're running on. 13 minutes. Let me try to wrap up a little bit. But Jupiter and Pisces, this is expansion. Okay, growth. Jupiter ruling house of ninth house, travel, wisdom, Sagittarius energy. Ruling planet to ninth house. Ninth house entails travel, wisdom, philosophy, higher education, cross-cultural relations, learning, ethics, law, religion, philosophy, if I didn't say that already, in Pisces. So, revamping how you feel about these aspects as well, not limiting yourself. Okay, maybe infusing a more spiritual element into your higher learning, into your philosophy, to your approach on life. Okay, having some closure, having some healing, growing in that direction. Okay, that's all. These are just opportunities left and right. Jupiter and Pisces until the 28th of this month. Let's see, anything else in Pisces for now? Not that I'm seeing. We could get into Scorpio. I don't see anything in Scorpio right now. Ruling planet Pluto. Pluto's in Capricorn until 2023, March 23rd, 2023. Pluto is all about power and transformation. In Capricorn, this is your career. This is long-term goals, structure, status, reputation, public image, masculinity, men, fathers, experts, fame. So you're completely having this rebirth energy as well, big picture wise, for Pluto and Capricorn. So in the macrocosm, that's what this Judgment card could be as well, is this opportunity and chance for you restructuring and revamping your approach to what you do for a living and making it your own, Career-wise, striking out on your own business, that perception reality aspect of Pisces to tie it into Scorpio. You're basically kind of seeing, okay, well, what's a 9-to-5 job? Can I do that here at home? What's the essence and element? If it's going to require some discipline, I might as well do it in the direction that I, want to do it in. I might as well kind of grow and water that plant and that seed that's going to benefit me. Like, why work for someone else type energy is what we're seeing here. So there's a chance for this kind of harmony and happiness, and not even a chance, it's right here and right now. That's the awesome aspect. These cards right here, this shit right here, this 10 of Cups in the reverse right here, you just turn that frown upside down. You turn that card right side up. And this is channeling the elements of happiness or harmony or flow or zen or, whatever you want to call it as. And this will be your judgment. This will be what you are judged by, is how you turned it around. And your second and third chances right here and right now is what's going on, Aries. So don't leave or don't end this video the same, because you're not. There's no turning back. And I mean that in all the greatest, exciting, best possible ways possible. It's right here and right now. Whatever word or tagline that you have for this, that's going to be your mantra. That's going to be that kind of subtle, grainy to the molecule, to the cork, to the plank. That's going to be the fiber of your essence moving forward from henceforth. Okay? That's what we're talking about. And this will be the kind of epic of how you turned it around. Okay? So that's what I have for you. Holler at your boy for a personal one-on-one reading. All my info is in the description box below. Check out all the links. And love you lots, Aries. Holler at your boy. This is Running on Tarot, the #1 tarot channel in the world. Feel free to like, share, follow, subscribe. Love you guys. Peace.